Am I the asshole for telling my extended family how many men, roughly, my sister has slept with after she outed our youngest brother as a virgin?
Wow.
Okay. All right, here we go.
That's uncalled for.
Oh my God.
It's like an A-B conversation. She had to see her way.
She said Z.
Yeah.
Z.
So I responded by saying how she slept with well over 100 men while she was in college, and that since everyone in the family knows this, it's not a big deal, right?
Ooh.
Dang.
Turns out
Spicy.
her husband didn't know this.
Oh, extra spicy.
Oh.
I genuinely assumed he must have known.
No, why would he know? Why would he know?
Who would admit to that, first of all? How would he know?
No, why do you know?
I mean, you wouldn't tell your husband how many people
No.
No.
I did.
Oh.
Future husband? Never would I do something like that.
I don't want to know his numbers.
No.
You know, that's not a thing that we discussed.
Tiff, leave your honesty over there.
Back to another episode of Big Mood.
Hey.
Oh my God, we missed you so much. I feel like we haven't filmed in so long, but I mean, we released just fine. It's just that
Yeah.
I just missed them, that's all. We're missing a couple members today because they went and decided to live far.
Yeah. Another states.
Rude. But we have an incredible, beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, tall guest today. Tell them who you are, baby.
I'm Nikki Blaze.
Nikki Blaze is here. Yay!
Hi, guys.
Here.
Also for our listeners, hi, it's me, Gina, and then
And Tiff.
hi. Hope you guys have been
And
well.
Nibbler's
Nibbler.
here.
Nibbler's also here. We also have the baby here too.
Yeah.
Luca's here.
So you guys are gonna hear a bunch of like different noises, some cat meows, baby screaming. Sometimes it synchronizes. It's weird. They're getting along just fine. Okay, so today I'm actually really excited about this episode because like I don't know why we didn't do this sooner. I feel like it's really fun. We browsed Reddit on the subreddit called Am I the Asshole? And we're going to read these stories of people asking and explaining their stories and asking the public, am I the asshole for doing this? And we're going to weigh in on it too.
Ooh.
And I found a few. And the fun thing about these is like, at first, it sounds like, oh no, that's a clear-cut answer. But then they explain themselves.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
these people actually get a chance to explain themselves? Ooh, that normally never gets to happen.
Yeah.
That subreddit is interesting
it's really fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So I pulled up a few and let's jump into it. And then we're also going to read the comments of people and see if they agree or not too. Okay. The first one is, am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend's friends I make twice what he does when they called me a gold digger and he didn't defend me?
Immediate, not the asshole.
Yeah, like I'm on her side. Whatever it is, I'm on her side, right? So here's a story.
Ooh.
I'm going to try to make it quick.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm in a relationship with a guy who also works in tech. He makes $68,000. I make $130,000.
Okay, girl.
Okay.
I am a mechanical engineer at a robotics startup. He works at a more stable job programming at a large company. He brought me to meet his friends at a party and they asked me about myself. His friends mostly work in tech too and talked about themselves in terms of their jobs. I told them I'm a hiker, I do archery, I love road trips and camping and riding bikes. Basically talking about my hobbies because work is just a way to get paid to do the shit that I love.
Yeah.
It's not how I define myself and it doesn't come to mind when someone wants me to tell them about myself. So one of his friends asked about work and I said, oh gosh, I don't talk about work at a party. I spent my whole day sweating my ass off in a 95-degree heat trying to replace his busted ass motor just to find a replacement part was also fucked.
Okay.
She's a mechanical engineer.
Hands on.
I wasn't lying or trying to downplay that I have a good job. That really is how I spent my day and I wasn't in the mood to talk shop at a party. Some other conversations came up casually that probably also made me seem poorer, like me saying that car dealership repairs were a ripoff and telling my boyfriend that my childhood neighbor's trailer caught on fire and I was going to visit and help her out. I wasn't doing it on purpose. It got later in the night, everyone was getting drunker and some of his friends, not the close ones, were making jokes about me growing up in a trailer and being a gold digger.
I'm sorry,
that's so
what?
rude.
Okay, let's finish the story before we...
That's rude. I'm personally offended because I did grow up in a trailer park until I was 8 years
You're
old.
just fine now.
And I turned out just fine.
They were saying some really misogynistic shit, honestly, since they don't even know me and seem to just assume all girls are gold diggers. He didn't say anything.
Yikes.
He later said it was because he'd smoke weed and gets quiet and has trouble carrying on a conversation when he's high. But regardless, I felt hurt. He didn't say anything. I got irritated with his friends and asked, now why the hell would you say that? when I make twice what he does. His friends went quiet for a second, and I continued saying, there ain't no gold to dig here, not with him or anyone at this party. So do y'all think I'm cheap or do y'all think I'm stupid? My boyfriend wanted to leave the party shortly after, and he was pretty upset with me for telling everyone I make twice what he does. I said I would have held my tongue if he checked his friends himself, but he didn't say anything, so I wasn't about to let them talk to me like that. He said it was humiliating, and now everyone thinks I'm a bitch, and I flippantly said, at least they know I'm a rich bitch.
Yeah.
I love her. He was angry I embarrassed him when I spoke up. I was angry I had to say anything at all because his friends were talking shit, so it should be on him to check them. Stuff is still tense. Am I the asshole?
Oh, absolutely not. First and foremost, why did anybody think that making $68,000 a year was something to be like bragging about?
Well, did they know his income?
I don't think they knew his income.
So, okay, so nobody knows.
But he's an engineer.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
and
So-
she's not talking about it.
Yeah.
Just the assumption, right? Based off of, look, if you're making money, more props to you. It doesn't really matter how much you're making bread. But in this scenario, it's like the audacity.
Yeah.
The audacity that you're going to sit here and just assume that
And
I'm
say
only
it to her face?
to her
Right.
face.
Yeah.
To her
That's
face.
ballsy. They must have been really
Right.
drunk.
Okay.
Like, I
I-
hope they were really drunk and they're
Yeah.
not just assholes like that naturally and casually.
Yeah.
Somebody correct me, but I just stumbled across on the internet not that long ago where the like term gold digger even came from. It was like back in the day when pretty much women were marrying men
security.
for security, and then when it didn't work out, like they were able to sue them because pretty much they wasted their time and their youth. That's kind of where it came from. And then there was a point in time where women just were kind of doing this, there really wasn't any reasoning behind it. No one was cheating. They just like made up these stories, and then that's where like the gold
They
digger,
run away with the money.
yeah, like the gold digger phrase came from. So it did root, there is a past with that saying. But this in
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
Really, what are we doing here? For anyone to have the cojones to tell someone they're a gold digger, like not even the richest person in the room would even call someone a gold digger.
And
Let's
plus they
be
don't
real.
care.
Yeah.
They don't
You know,
care.
they don't give a fuck.
Right.
I find it so funny that a lot of men are like complaining and crying about gold diggers when they have no gold themselves. Like, why are you complaining about a problem that's not yours?
Yeah.
It's happening.
That's some red pill stuff.
Yeah.
If you're dating someone and someone else speaks on your partner, like just going at their character, wouldn't you put it upon yourself to address the situation so that your partner wouldn't have to defend themselves?
For sure.
It sucks that she had to speak up because, he should have said something.
He's a little bitch.
1,000%. But then also, like, he says he was high. Let's give him a tiny bit of benefit of the doubt where it's like, all right, fine.
Okay.
So we're gonna
can't, like, not everyone has the same experience, especially when they're under the influence of things. So
Right.
it's like, okay. But the reason why I'm kind of like giving a little bit of benefit of the doubt to the friends too, because I'm like, I hope they were really drunk to say some shit like this, especially to her face. Because
But even
like
when
a
you're
normal
drunk, you
sense,
can't be an asshole, man.
for sure. I totally agree. But I feel like I'm the type of person that's like, okay, you kind of get like a tiny, like a smidgen of a pass because you were under the influence of some other shit.
My cat's destroying the set. I'm so sorry. Hold on.
But okay, so say we give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Then that means that he can't be mad at her for
Right. Why
defending
is he
her side.
angry?
Exactly. That I
see why he's
fully
angry.
agree.
Oh, I know why
Because
he's angry.
it's a stab at his
Yeah.
ego for sure.
Yeah. But it's like, Kitty.
Nibbler's giving his 2 cents.
Yeah.
Nibbler's giving his 2 cents. Come here. Is he an asshole? Is she an asshole? She's not an asshole, right? I don't think she's an asshole at all. No, so why is he angry? Because the men that I've dated, most of them, a few of them were proud that I made more money. Like, not proud, but they were like, yeah, that's my girl. You know? But this guy's like, oh, you made me look like a little bitch, blah, blah, blah. Like,
That's his insecurity.
that's his insecurity. That's your problem.
Yeah, because if he was more secure with himself, then that wouldn't really bother him as I feel like that takes like a really mature person who has their own ego in check.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to do.
For both of them.
Yeah.
Like, could she have handled the situation differently? Of course she could have. Could he have handled it differently? Of course he could have.
Yeah.
But now we're in this situation. You was high. Everybody was kind of drinking. They attacked your girlfriend. That was an attack.
Yeah.
Straight up coming at her character, which essentially is talking about your character too.
Right.
They're looking down on your girl. And then you get upset because she had to defend herself. Now, we all know that like she could have brushed it off, or she could have went about it a different way. She could have easily said like, don't worry about my check, I'm fine, without throwing him under the bus.
Yeah.
Which is why he's upset.
Yeah.
Because there is an art to talking shit back without anybody else becoming involved in the mess.
Yeah. But I mean, it's understandable.
Totally.
Why she threw him under the bus, because she's like, bro, you're not gonna say anything. Protect me, protect your woman, like stand up for me. Like I need my protector.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem is, because she would have done it differently if he would have had her back. If she felt safe enough in the relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
She would have been like, man, don't worry about it. You can call me a gold digger all you want, huh, babe? I'm a gold digger, right? Like I'm digging all that gold. To where he could have chimed in and been like, you know, like, like we know what's up.
That's the key. It's the security in the relationship isn't there.
Let's see what the comments say.
Ooh, that does suck though. But you know, when you're in a good relationship and you're in a good place with your partner, like y'all would have had more fun messing with them than them messing with you.
Yeah. Comment said, not the asshole. His friends sound like those dudes that whine that they can't get girlfriends, think they deserve supermodels, but then are complete misogynists. Boyfriend got his ego bruised, and you let it be known you out-earn him. He'll get over it, or he's stuck in the patriarchal ideal that the man is supposed to be the main breadwinner.
Well, if he feels that way, then go.
Yeah.
And go make more money than her.
Yeah. Go
and
make more money, or date someone who doesn't make as much money, so you feel more like a man.
Yeah.
Not the asshole. Your boyfriend chooses to hang out with people who are misogynistic and judgmental. He chooses to stay silent when they aim their vitriol at you, and then he chooses to direct his anger and shame at you, refusing to let yourself be treated like trash. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a really good point. This is a huge red flag for her.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And then also how he handles conflict, especially when he's also in the wrong.
Yeah.
I
actually want to see if there's anyone that says she is the asshole. I'm going to look at the comments and see if she is the asshole or not.
If you know, like I said, I see where he's coming from and why he's upset. If you're looking at it from that perspective, as far as like your relationship goes, she could have went about it without throwing him under the bus. But because she was upset with him, that's why she did it that way.
Yeah.
So I found one that says, you are the asshole. Let's see what this guy says. You are the asshole. You knew exactly what you were doing. You were directly asked about your work and you played coy and guarded around the answer. Then you knowingly and purposely made a string of comments insinuating that you were poor. You say you just happened to do all these things randomly in succession, but you didn't. You did it on purpose. You seem like you were looking to do this. You're not fooling anyone. Oh my God.
Wow.
Tell you, what is going on?
Wait. If someone could be that, like...
She's fucking conniving as hell.
Right.
She's an evil genius. She knows how to manipulate people psychologically like that. Like the long game like that.
Yeah, for what? Like, for what?
Just to say I make more than him?
Yeah.
But there was no other conversation about salaries.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand if there was a conversation initially about salaries, because we're just going on the assumption of how much an engineer makes. Because when I heard 68 and then I'm hearing 130, but then... the term gold digger even being brought up in this conversation doesn't make sense. Let's just throw this out there. It doesn't make sense. These are just hardworking people.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the fact that we've been in California for too long that I'm just like, y'all need each other.
Yeah.
I was like, let's be honest, girl. Combine, girl.
For a one-bedroom apartment.
Let's just, that 130, baby, his 68 is helping your 130. Let's just be honest. Let's not act like we rich. Nobody is rich in this conversation or in this room. Okay? So it's a little bit like, but I don't think, I don't think that's what happened. I'm trying to make it make sense.
Yeah. No. That guy sounds salty as fuck.
Damn. It sounds like
a girl. It could have been a girl. Is it a guy who commented that?
That's a guy. I can see his photos. Like on Reddit accounts, you can like upload a photo.
But hey, he gave her a lot of credit. He really, like, even though he's trying to be like,
genius.
Who hurt him?
He's trying to be insulting.
Think that women are so conniving like that.
But that's
they can be, but then like he's like, that's his first thought.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, yo, he gave her a ton of props. Like, realistically, that's a huge compliment. Yeah, that he thought that she was so smart. She plotted this whole thing.
What happened to you, honey?
Funny. Right? Wow.
Oh my God.
You take that bad and make it a positive. Like, wow, you really think she's so smart.
I love that.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, in conclusion,
she's not the asshole.
Okay.
All right, next one. I really like this. We should do this more often. This is super fun. Am I the asshole for telling my extended family how many men, roughly, my sister has slept with after she outed our youngest brother as a virgin?
Wow.
Okay. All right, here we
That's
go.
uncalled for.
Oh my God.
It's like an A-B conversation. She had to see her way.
She said Z.
Yeah.
Z.
Z plus 24.
Good
6
God.
during spring break. Okay.
Wow.
So she told her extended family how many men her sister has slept with after the sister outed their younger brother as a virgin. Their youngest brother. Okay, here we go. Let's jump into
how old
this.
is a brother?
All right, let's see this.
Why does it matter?
Okay.
Okay.
Why does she have to defend him? Does he always get bullied? Okay, go.
Here we go.
Okay.
We had a family dinner this evening. My family has 4 kids in total, okay? There's me, my elder sister who's 29, my younger sister who's 24, and my youngest brother who's 22.
Okay.
Extended family attended our family dinner, so all of our significant others, our cousins, aunts and uncles, etc. were there. During the dinner, my elder sister and my youngest brother got into... Oh, the eldest... Wait. Oh, okay.
So 29 and 22.
Okay, so 29 is the eldest one, and the brother's 22.
So we'll just call them 29 and 22.
Yeah.
Okay. During the dinner, my elder sister, 29, and youngest brother, 22, got into a mild disagreement. My sister seemed, at least to me, to be coming across as very aggressive out of frustration and losing said argument. The two of them were too absorbed in their argument to realize the rest of us were getting a bit fed up. Eventually, my sister got fed up and said, "Shut up. I'm not going to argue with a 22-year-old virgin."
Wow.
My brother hadn't done any personal attacks up until that point. It was completely unprovoked. I think it might have been the alcohol, as my sister is a mean drunk.
Damn.
Anyways, I immediately told my sister to grow up and that she was making an embarrassment of herself. She replied by saying, "Everyone knows he's a virgin," and she didn't say anything wrong. This annoyed me as my bro definitely has confidence issues and doesn't need to be made fun of like this. So I responded by saying how she slept with well over 100 men while she was in college, and that since everyone in the family knows this, it's not a big deal, right?
Ooh.
Dang.
Turns out
Spicy.
her husband didn't know this.
Oh, extra spicy.
I genuinely assumed he must have known.
No, why would he know? Why would he know?
Who would admit to that, first of all? How would he know?
No, why do you know?
I mean, you wouldn't tell your husband how many people
No! No.
I did.
Oh.
Future husband? Never would I do something like that.
I don't want to know his numbers.
No.
You know, that's not a thing that we discussed.
Tiff, leave your honesty over there.
You're repulsed by my honesty.
So he left the party angrily, saying my sister misled him about her past.
Oh.
Family is blaming me for their marital problems. I refuse to accept I did anything wrong. My sister bullied my brother in front of everyone. All I did was give her a taste of her own medicine.
Oh, man.
Am I the asshole?
This is a good one because I don't know. I feel like she is and she's not.
It wasn't her fight.
Yeah, that's why she is.
It's not her fight. As an older sibling, you have to know when to back out of these damn situations.
She's older
She's the
than
second oldest. So the person telling stories is the second oldest. Yeah.
So you guys, I love my sister now. Okay. My sister and I now get along. She is the middle child.
Mm-hmm.
There's this sense of entitlement that they have. And they are the first ones to want to dead anything. Like you think you're at a 10, she's at a 38. That was a 38. Is it necessary? No. But it's on some tit for tat type stuff. Are you the asshole? 1000%. Anytime you throw somebody's number out there, especially in front of their partner, it doesn't matter. That wasn't your fight.
Yeah.
Do you want to get the biggest bitch award? Because you won. You are the asshole.
Yeah.
You stopped and you defended your brother, but did you think that was the best way to do it? There's an art to fighting.
Yeah.
You do look like a bitch though.
I think there are lines that you don't cross. However, I want to say, okay, it depends on how well you get along with your siblings. Because I have a sibling, I'm like, I will throw you under the bus, literally. You know what I mean? So it's like,
But does that make you an asshole?
yeah.
See?
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're discussing right now.
We're discussing if she's an asshole or not. Not saying if it's right or wrong. We're just saying, are you an asshole? If the brother was the one that said, well, you slept with X amount of people in college.
It was his fight.
Yeah, it was his fight.
Yeah.
Girl, that was not your battle.
True.
Yeah.
It wasn't her battle.
That's true. That does. Okay, so what does the comment?
So
what do you think?
So the part, like, I fully agree that makes her a major asshole. But then the part that I'm like, well, I can see why she isn't one. But in my book, she's leaning more heavily on the asshole. But the part that she's not an asshole is because she was trying to defend her brother, especially because she sees that he has low self-esteem issues, confidence issues. And so she sees her little brother there drowning. She clearly has some shit against the older sister because she's calling her an alcoholic already.
Yeah.
Like, there's already some bad blood there, some resentment. So she found her opportunity to stab. Yes, it makes her an asshole, but I think it makes her with good intention asshole.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, we're all kind of on the same page though. It's like we understand what you were doing. Yes, you're defending your younger brother, but first off,
there are some things you don't talk about.
In front of the family. I just had a conversation with my sister literally the other day talking about how we have to keep our family stuff to our family and not around the rest of them. Because your extended family be the first ones wanting to watch you fail. You know what they're doing now? They are thriving off of the fact that y'all just opened up your can of worms in front of everyone else. So now they feel better about all the bullshit they got going on in their family. So no matter what, we can have problems with our siblings. Keep that ish at home, because
I just want to know how they knew she slept with over 100
people. I mean, look,
in college,
we all know what cousin is a hoe. We all know what hoe ass cousin we got.
Number though, like was she keeping tabs?
I mean, who knows? But we all know that.
Maybe she was in one of her drunken.
Probably said it.
Yeah, she's probably bragging.
Yeah, but
I slept over 100.
Oh my god, y'all know you got that hoey ass friend that low key brags, and then they found Jesus or something, or their husband, and changed their ways.
If you're thinking of switching birth controls, or maybe trying it for the first time and you don't know where to start, check out Favor. Favor provides personalized access to care from the comfort of your home and delivery to your door in really discreet packaging, on time, every time. The service you know and love as the Pill Club is now Favor. Favor provides digital care, prescriptions, and products for your well-being. With over 4,000 5-star reviews, Favor carries over 128 FDA-approved brands and ships to all 50 states. Most brands of birth control are free with insurance or Medicaid. Otherwise, prices start as low as $6.99 per pack without insurance. That's amazing. Favor delivers birth control to your door for free in discreet packaging, along with fun self-care extras, something that a doctor's office would never do. Their licensed medical team is just a text away to provide you for the care that you deserve. That way, you don't have to go to the doctor's office. Sign up for birth control in just 5 minutes. Skip the office visit and waiting in line at the pharmacy and get treated right. Right now, when you go to heyfavor.com/bigmood, Favor is offering a $10 donation to bedsider.org for every Big Mood listener who becomes a patient. Your donation will help low-income individuals get access to birth control through bedsider.org. That's HEYFAVOR.com/bigmood to get your first birth control care package and donate to help more women in need of affordable birth control. Again, that's heyfavor.com/bigmood. You must use the link to make a donation.
Okay. I don't think I know anyone's number.
No,
I don't think I know anyone's number either.
Other than my husband.
Yeah, I feel like no one discusses that unless you're in high school. Like, oh, how many?
I think I feel like college is when everyone kind of maybe has that conversation, and then you get out of this.
That's how I choose to deal with it.
So are we in agreement?
Okay,
she is an asshole.
She is an asshole. However,
we have someone who says she's not.
Reddit says everyone sucks here.
This is true.
Yeah. So that is an option. ESH. Everyone sucks here.
Didn't know that.
One person
I didn't know that was an option on Reddit.
Okay.
One person making personal attacks doesn't mean someone else should, especially since you weren't even in the argument to begin with. That's a top comment.
Right.
Let's see. Second top comment says, "Oh,
you know what have been really good? On some real, like, you really want to be that girl. Would have went up to my brother, said, hey, remind her that she slept with over 100 people in college. Then let him say it.
If he wanted to.
If you wanted to.
But also, he probably wouldn't, since he has
sometimes you gotta hype him up, right? You gotta go back there. Yeah, let's get her.
True.
You got
get her.
Hey,
true.
She's a hoe. Just say it. Just don't say. Just say. Oh, you used to be a hoe.
Yeah, true.
I may be a virgin, but at least I'm not a whore. See, boom.
There we go.
That would have been a better fight, because then it wouldn't have been a number, and then the husband's not involved.
Yeah.
See, you know what I'm saying?
No, but then the husband's like, you were a what?
Yeah.
Then that's his fault. Don't call me a virgin then.
True.
See?
This comment here says she is not the asshole. They said fire with fire is justified if the other person is making a claim a certain asshole behavior is not asshole-ish. If they claim that and then whine when it comes back to them, it just makes them a blatantly hypocritical asshole. Everyone in this sub likes to spout two wrongs don't make a right, but you are missing the fact that the sister thinks this is supposedly acceptable. So he's just returning to her what she thinks is acceptable conversation topic. I honestly fail to see how that makes him the asshole.
So the person asking is a guy? I thought it was a girl.
I don't know. It doesn't.
I think that person is speaking on the behalf of the brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. No, we're talking about the girl who screamed out her sister slept with 100 people. I think that person might have misunderstood the assignment.
Yeah. The second top comment says, not the asshole. You were looking out for your little brother and you fought with the truth. If your sister can't take the truth, she shouldn't dish it out. She also shouldn't have kept it from her husband.
For sure. You guys don't agree, but I agree that she should communicate with her husband about her sexual past. If it's important to him. Clearly it was important to him.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't important and he didn't care, then fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But clearly it was important. Well, they must have had a conversation about it if it was that important to him to react that way, and she must have lied about it.
I think the biggest thing is the circumstances that we're under, right? There is a lot of people around. There's a lot of friends. There's a lot of family. This is not just like a small intimate fight to where you guys can go hash it out. It's one of those things like, oh, did you know? Like, oh, you didn't know she was a hoe? When everybody else is like looking at him like, oh, yeah, we all kind of knew this. Oh,
yeah,
you didn't
that's
know.
humiliating for the husband.
So with that being said, the situation itself is what makes this worse because, again, time and place. Did she get you?
Yeah, Nibbler just got my hair.
Oh,
like,
sorry.
No, it's okay. That's why I was like, what?
But yeah, this is a time and place. This whole situation is a mess.
Yeah.
The oldest sister, for calling him a virgin. She's a giant B for that because you were losing the fight. So you went for the personal attack. But then the sister stepping in. Y'all don't like each other. We can see. We can tell you don't like your sister. Yeah. So just, you're an asshole and just own it.
Yeah.
Just
I feel like I would have defended my sister the same way if it was against like a sibling that I didn't like.
Yeah.
You know? Because I've done that before in like family group chats. Yeah. You know? It does make me an asshole. Right. But sometimes some people deserve to have an asshole come after them.
Like some of a taste of their own medicine.
Hey, if you're going to be an asshole though, you got to own it. Don't come asking people if I'm an asshole or not. Be like, no, I defended my brother. She was being an asshole. I was being a bigger one and I won. Yeah. You got to just wear it. You're not going to get sympathy over here. Hey, you went and you said, oh, fire with fire, gasoline. Exactly. She said, grenade.
Molotov.
Do you guys have family members like that? Like the family member that no one likes? Do you guys have any of those? Oh my God, I want to hear about this.
We all come from like relatively diverse families. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not like super tight with my family. Like I was really close to them when I was younger because like I had to. We were all there. But now as an adult, I'm not super, super, super close with most of my family. Now I try to keep in touch here and there with my cousins, the ones that I grew up with, because I'm like, hey, what happened? We just kind of like lost touch. But I don't really like I'm not involved in their lives like that to have opinions about them on their personal level. I don't know if that makes sense.
No,
like,
that does.
Like I don't really know them. Even though they're my family, like we're not tight.
I used to be tighter with my cousins until we realized like the adults.
That's the reason why we're not tight.
Yeah.
Because of our parents.
Yeah. The adults in these situations are really like manipulative and like super vindictive and like use their kids as pawns. You know, everything was like, oh, well, your sister was doing this and I heard it from my dad. Or, you know, it's just always like some adult trying to stir the pot, which is why within like me, my sister, and my brother, we try to keep everything at home, especially now that they have kids. I don't know why these old heads always got an opinion about everybody else's kids, but that's what I've learned. So when it comes to family, because we've had major blow ups like this, I'm talking about like major people getting thrown through walls.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like we had big fights growing up. So that's why it's like, look, you knew exactly what you were doing. Own it. Because that right there, like if you come into a situation where you know you have the ammo and you're sitting on it, which is what she was doing, and you throw it out there, you about to be standing up big chested all of a sudden like, okay, now who's going to say something to me?
Yeah.
But for real, with a lot of families, I feel like everyone's holding that like in their back pocket against everyone.
Dang.
Oh God, I have so many. Violent. I have so many.
That is super violent.
Yeah, no, we've super messed up. I can't believe I just had this conversation though. I was really talking with my sister about like my. I don't mind sharing this. My dad was supposed to go to the doctors, and my uncle and my aunt we don't really talk to, but my dad talks to them still. His brother and sister. So my dad was talking to my uncle, complaining about something about my brother. My uncle went and told his daughter. By the way, my sister was just hanging out with my cousins out that way. So as my sister was coming home, my cousin calls my sister and goes, hey, I heard your dad didn't go to the doctors. My sister's like, why are you telling me my dad didn't go to the doctors?
Yeah.
Well, my dad said that your dad said, and started this whole big, when it was, this whole big old mess.
Like, it wasn't even
just
any of their business.
Just about going, because my dad blamed my brother.
Yeah.
My dad blamed my brother for not going to the doctors.
But then why does your cousin have to get involved?
Exactly. Yeah. So
why is this even worthy of a phone call?
Exactly. So that's the whole thing. So, but what really happened is that my dad and my brother something ended up happening and my dad didn't want to go to the doctors. But instead of saying like, I just didn't go, or not even telling his brother, he put it on my brother.
Oh.
Then he told his brother, blaming his nephew. Then my uncle went and told his daughter. And then my cousin went and told my sister.
Yeah.
And my sister's going, what the what the hell is going on? Calls my dad and is like, I don't want to be playing the telephone game with you anymore. Why did you tell our uncle anything?
Yeah.
And why am I hearing from my cousin that you didn't go to the doctors?
Yeah.
Families can get real messy. And this is a prime example of like,
weird.
It just, I don't know. It's like, I think when you hit a certain age and your family is like your friends and who you would normally, you know what I mean? When your family becomes your friends and who you vent to.
Yeah.
My uncle is a huge gossiper. It's like his favorite thing to do.
But I have like my mom's like, so my mom, she's one of 9 kids.
Okay.
Oh, geez,
so she has lots of brothers and sisters, and that's how they are.
That's how they are.
Yeah.
And because of that generation though, my generation, their kids don't want to be involved with the family. Like we all, like, because the brothers and sisters are so tight, like they ended up being kind of really toxic, and like their whole mess was like, all the kids were like, we don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
So all of the cousins, even though we were tight, because of our parents, we distance ourselves from our family. Because it's like, it's too messy. There's too many people. It's too much drama. Like, we don't want to be involved with this.
Yeah. It's where
makes sense.
That's why I don't know them.
Yeah.
Because all of us have the same mentality as I do, where I'm like, I love you, but I don't want to be close to you guys.
Well, that's how I am with my sister and brother. We all have our own lives versus how we were raised. Like if we acted the way we were raised, we'd all be in the same house. Like all of us would be living in the same house. But so I just so happened to have a conversation with my sister. She told me that all that went down. I was like, okay, let me call my dad. So then I ended up calling dad and I kind of told him what happened. He was like, you know what? That wasn't my intention. And he goes, it does suck that I can't just talk to my brother.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's raised us to be way more independent. And we all kind of, you know, hey, you let me know if I need to step in. Because I've had to learn my boundaries with my sister and brother too, where I was a little overbearing. I was like, okay. And I told him, I was like, look, you can go ahead and talk to your brother all you want. But at the moment you bring up anybody else's name, it's going to just like have this weird effect because they're all just still thriving off of everyone else's failures. So to everybody that has those complicated family situations, you are not alone. But remember, if you want to be an asshole,
own it.
Own it.
Okay. So these are so good. Can we do 2 episodes of these? Because I really like these. These are so much fun. I love these because it's everyone else's problem, not mine. I'm just a fly in the wall listening.
She's like, I love it.
Yeah.
It's like, you are the asshole.
Yeah, right? I
need a little gavel.
We need a gavel. I get to judge people. This is great.
Or like we need signs.
Yeah, also we should.
You know what would be cool if we were to say the initial, like just that first line, asshole, not the asshole. We vote, and then by the end of it, we'll see if our decision stays.
All right, next one is
Make it a little game.
Yeah.
Next one is, would I be the asshole if I asked my pregnant wife to move out because she and her best friend decided to test my loyalty?
Okay, what?
Here we go.
So this is a hypothetical situation.
He's thinking about doing it.
Thinking about telling his pregnant girlfriend to move out.
Pregnant wife to move out
Or
because,
wife.
Because she and her best friend decided to test my loyalty.
Move out of where? Does she live with the best friend?
No. My wife, like, okay, so he's the husband.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the wife and him live together.
Yes.
But then the wife and her best friend decided to test his loyalty.
Oh.
So then he wants to kick her out.
Yeah.
Of his house.
I guess so. Let's see. Let's read the story. We'll see.
Yeah, their house. Yeah.
Okay, so right off the bat, I would say asshole.
Yeah,
Right off the bat, right? We're just throwing
it depends on how they tested the loyalty, though, you know? So we'll see.
What sparked this test?
Yeah,
what did he do?
Yeah, okay, that too. All right, the story is, my wife is pregnant with our daughter. Initially, we were really happy and excited about it, but then she starts acting like a nut job.
Hormones, hello.
But then she starts acting like a nut job. She gets angry and irritated for small things, insults me when she doesn't like the food I make, starts acting insecure, and accuses me of losing attraction to her. She's pregnant.
I mean,
This
she
is what pregnant
shouldn't.
women go. I know.
That's still asshole, but
still, be
I mean,
a little
it's kind of like what I was
understanding.
saying earlier, where it's like you get a little bit of a pass because you're under the influence of something.
Yeah, just a little bit. You can't go full blown.
No,
bitch.
no, yeah.
Right.
And
She's
you
under
can't,
the
you can't get
influence of hormones.
Yeah.
You can't get fully excused.
Yeah.
Danielle.
Okay.
Like she won't, like, I don't think she should get fully excused at all. Not even half excused, like a quarter excused.
Okay. For example, she wanted to eat chicken sandwiches for dinner last week. Well, I made the chicken sandwiches. So she eats all the sandwiches, leaves me nothing, and told me that they tasted like shit.
Wow.
I wasn't pissed
Rude.
because she left me nothing, but if she didn't like them, why did she eat everything? When I asked her this, she told me that she was hungry. Okay, fine. She does this every time. Eats everything I make and calls it shit. I don't argue with her because I work more than 80 hours a week and I really want to have some peace when I come home.
Oh, man.
So yesterday, a random girl starts at flirting with me after the gym and asks me if I want to meet up with her for some drinks. I rejected her and I told her that I was married. When I got home, my wife started to hug me and apologize. When I asked her what happened, she told me that her best friend suggested a test for my loyalty. So they asked a mutual friend to flirt with me and ask me out. And I passed. Yay. I'm really pissed. I'm done with her antics. Would I be the asshole if I told her to move out?
Well, him asking her to move out is he asking for a divorce? Like, what's the end game?
I don't know.
I want to know what his
Maybe
end game is.
A separation for a little bit. Because she's being...
Like,
That's not
she's being
cool.
too
That's not
over-
cool.
That's not cool at all.
That's kind of like if someone got cancer and like they have to take care of them so much, and then because of everything they're going through, they end up being a lot, and then they're like, you know what, I can't handle you. I'm out.
But that's like... That's... Okay, I can understand that with stress of taking care of someone, but if someone's like testing you...
Yeah.
That's really
testing
shitty.
Your loyalty, but also like insulting you.
That's super shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's extra super shitty.
Yeah. Testing your loyalty?
That she's messed up.
Yeah.
She's
I don't
for
even
sure messed
I don't even want to give any type of leeway to this one. To go to that extent, you have to know once you cross that line, there's no going back.
Yeah.
The moment you have to test your partner, the relationship is over.
Yeah.
How would you feel if you got tested?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So say while you were pregnant, you know, you're doing these things and whatever, and all of a sudden like you test your man.
Yeah, that's weird. Especially because they're married too already.
Yeah.
Like, that's
It's
too
just
much.
so gross to be tested. I remember I went on a first date with this one guy and we went to a restaurant and he's like, oh, what are you going to get? I'm like, oh, I'm going to get this. He goes, oh, cool. You passed the test. I'm like, what test? He goes, you didn't order the most expensive thing. I was like, ew. Like that is...
Yeah.
Especially
that
if
is
that's
so
that's
gross.
like early.
Yeah. You're
First date, like-
testing me?
Yeah.
That's gross.
So I think in this situation, you write out the pregnancy. You write it out. Just because I feel like that's the right thing to do. You guys are still technically married. That is still your child. Don't give her a pass on this. But I say that after, you guys need to have a conversation of whether you're going to stay together or not.
Yeah.
I don't say kick her out. I say kicking her out is probably not what you want to do, especially.
That would just make him an asshole.
Really
Yeah.
extreme.
Yeah, that's, don't do that.
Yeah.
Totally.
So yes, you would be an asshole.
You would be an asshole if you kicked her out, but I don't think you're wrong for wanting to.
Yeah.
To have that like thought. I don't think he's wrong.
Yeah. I feel like the course of action that I would do in his shoes is to seek therapy, dude. Because it's like, you clearly have a lot going on with your hormones. You're crossing lines. Like, you can feel the way you feel, but you can't treat people like this. And also, like, our relationship, testing it. We're married. Like, you're putting our relationship down the gutter with this behavior. And that is some therapy that needs to be addressed. I feel like him jumping to kicking her out is skipping a lot of steps.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Like
just
a shit ton of steps.
yeah, that's the initial reaction though.
Yeah.
That's like the knee-jerk reaction, right? Like, get the hell away from me. Look at all the stuff I'm doing for you and this is how you treat me. But I mean, he's at least getting an opinion.
Right.
So
Yeah.
He hasn't done it yet.
He hasn't done
Yeah.
it yet. So at least
He's weighing
doing-
his options.
He's weighing out his options. He's like, look, I don't like her right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not really, you can tell he's not an asshole.
Yeah.
You can tell because the fact that he's thinking about it and hasn't done it. But damn girl, you gonna eat all the sandwiches?
And say it's shit.
You gonna eat all the sandwiches? First off, I would want to kick her out then.
Exactly.
If I'm cooking, you ain't gonna leave me no food. She would have been
know.
gone then.
He's working 80 hours a week.
I know.
And she's
Damn.
just a bitch to him too.
And he can cook.
Yeah.
Girl, he made you chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
Because she said she wanted them too. That's so sweet.
You know how many girls out here trying to get a bowl of cereal? You got chicken sandwiches and you gonna eat them all?
She does not have to be a bitch.
So, top comment is not the asshole.
Yeah.
Not the asshole, not by a fucking long shot. And I'm curious if anyone would be justifying this if the genders were reversed. You are absolutely not the asshole, and being pregnant doesn't give you a blank check to turn into a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
Your wife shouldn't be getting a pass on this. At the very minimum, you need to separate and go to counseling. Do you really want to be dodging thirst traps and mind games for the rest of your life?
See, this is why I think he'd be skipping a shit ton of steps, because if nothing else in the relationship has ever been like this before, and that just tells me it's a temporary hormonal situation that they can just ride the wave. It's not okay. She fucking needs help. She can't be doing this. But is it really worth throwing away your entire marriage and also the future of your child having both their parents in their life, right? So if this is like the first instance of some fucked up shit, that's what I'm saying. Like she gets like a quarter of a pass because she's hormonal. She's under the influence.
Right.
Like she's not sober. She's not herself.
Yeah.
So I feel like fully judging her and just dismissing everything else, like the entire relationship, over this like small moment of time, I think it's really hasty to do.
Yeah. I mean, the question was, would I be the asshole if I kicked out my wife? Yes, you would be an asshole if you kicked out your wife. If the roles were reversed, that person would be an asshole too.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You would be if you followed through with it, because you're jumping the gun.
Right.
You're missing out on all the steps.
Yeah, but this comment is like, no,
and that's,
separate.
Well,
I'm
he
like,
did say consider counseling.
Yeah.
For sure, but they're also suggesting separation, where it's like, okay, maybe you guys need your space, but like to fully separate, especially when she's pregnant, I feel like it's too far.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and that's what's good about going through and hearing a question versus just reading it, right? So when you hear it, you can paint the picture. We have the full scenario. This person is like, they jumped the gun, because in reality, they were like, no, you wouldn't be. But in conclusion, you should probably not do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like their initial reaction is like, no. If anytime somebody says if the roles were reversed, the moment you say that, you lost the argument, because you're looking at it from a different perspective. You're already in your stance.
Stay on topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to make it about something that it's not. The question is, would he be an asshole if he kicked out his pregnant wife? Yes. But are you justified for feeling this way? Absolutely. Let's find a solution.
Yeah.
Everyone is really torn on here, because there's a lot of people saying, no, she's pregnant. This one says, being pregnant doesn't give you a license to abuse and gaslight people. Asking her to leave, I think, should be the bare minimum. People are torn. People are torn.
I feel
on
like the
this
people
one.
that are saying that are probably not, like, they're probably young. They haven't been married.
Haven't been pregnant.
They haven't been pregnant.
Yeah.
Like, they don't understand the full scope of the situation. I feel like they're just going based off of like, yeah, fuck that. She tested your loyalty. She's got to go. Fuck the whole marriage. Fuck your child that's coming into this world. Just do that. Like, I don't know, just so short-sighted.
Oh, so he's saying, I'm not talking about divorce, just some time apart.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, a separation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I personally still feel like that's too far. Even though, yeah, she's being a bitch. I fully agree. She's fully being an asshole.
Absolutely.
I don't think I feel like he wouldn't be giving his marriage the care that it needs to just throw it away like that, just because he's like, you're too much. I can't handle you. Yeah. Instead of like, okay, you're a lot right now. We need to work through this. We need to talk about this. You're pushing me to the edge. We need to work on this together. This is not okay. Here's my fucking foot. This is not okay. I love you though. We're going to work through this. That's different.
Let's talk about this best friend who is dodging the bullet right now.
Yeah, people are saying.
Let's talk about this ratchet trash. Your best friend is trash, girl. Your best friend, she ain't pregnant.
Yeah.
She helps you with this whole situation.
She's been waiting for an opportunity to fucking wreck this marriage.
Off top, that friendship is over.
Yeah.
Like, as far as the way that this marriage and the friendship goes, she chose her friend over her husband. That right there is that is what happened. Her friend was in her ear. She's already hormonal. She's already not doing well. Her friend is sitting over here
causing
drama.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is that he needs to say, I hate the ultimatum, but I would have no problem saying, it's either me or your best friend because she is trying to sabotage your marriage.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, people
fully.
are in the comments saying, yeah, that best friend is absolute shit.
Yeah.
That isn't a best friend.
No.
Yeah, girl, you ain't no. You can come step right up and catch these hands too. Because where is she gonna go with the best friend? What's the best friend gonna do? Is gonna tell her that she doesn't deserve the way that he's treating her. She's going to be the reason why the relationship isn't going to work. Yep.
Yeah.
And we all know some people out there got some hating ass best friends that be on the low, dropping all these little things in your ear, making you feel some type of way. And the next thing you know, you're single and they're single and you're like, oh my God.
Oh, why are we suffering together?
Right.
You know what? It can be hard to fit everything in, especially when it comes to luggage. With Bays, there's room for everything. Even if you're an overpacker, which I 1000% am. I am also traveling with a 6-month-old, and that requires a lot of things. But luckily, my entire luggage system is Bays, and I am completely in love with it. I have the check-in, I have the carry-on, I have the mini weekender, and I also have the DOP kit. I also, for my family, like my husband, he has a check-in, and my son has the regular big weekender. Like, we're a full Bays family in this household. Big fans. Like, this luggage is such good quality, and really they've thought of everything. There's pockets for everything, and it makes your stuff look aesthetically beautiful too as you're traveling. I love it. I'm a huge fan. So Bays was created by actress Shay Mitchell to make sleek and affordable bags, luggage, and accessories designed to help you travel effortlessly while still looking fashionable. Bays has thought of everything you could ever want in a piece of luggage. 360-degree gliding wheels, a cushioned handle, built-in weight indicator, washable bags for your dirty clothes, and all the interior pockets you need to keep organized. There's also this really cool feature that I really love about the Bays luggage is, like, I don't know what they exactly call it, but there's this thing that you kind of pull out, like a string thing that allows you to connect another bag to it, so you don't have to haul all your bags together. Like, they could kind of connect to each other. You know what? Check out their website. They'll explain way better than I did. Their luggage comes in multiple sizes and colors, and for shorter trips, the weekender bag is super functional, and it even has a place to store your shoes separately. It's under the bag. So convenient. Keeps your clothes nice and clean. I love it. Every piece is made to look better with miles, so you don't have to worry about it in cargo or overhead. And Bays has over 30,000 5-star reviews. Whether you're packing for a quick trip or looking to breeze through the security line, Bays has your personal items covered. And right now, Bays is offering our listeners 15% off your first purchase by visiting baystravel.com/bigmood. Go to baystravel.com/bigmood for 15% off your first purchase. That's BEIS travel.com/bigmood.
Okay, next one. God, these are so much fun. I love these. Am I the asshole for not waking up my girlfriend for her exam after I overheard her calling me a little bitch? Okay, here we go.
Let's dive right in.
Whoa.
My girlfriend has online summer courses, and she had an exam for one of them this morning. I usually wake her up for pretty much everything because she sleeps through her phone alarm no matter how long it buzzes or how many she sets. She has joked that I'm her butler before, and within the context of a relationship, it's okay, so I don't mind. Obviously, I want to love my partner and try to make her life easy.
Okay, clearly he minds.
However,
I would too.
Last night she was chatting with her friends and she thought I couldn't hear. She was bragging that I'm her little bitch and I do everything for her when she tells me to. It really hurt my feelings because they were making comments like, good, put him in his place. And she was agreeing. She specifically said, yeah, I'm not worried about tomorrow because the bitch will make sure I'm up and he'll probably have breakfast ready for me too.
Oh,
good. Girl.
I went to bed pretty hurt by it. And come morning,
my heart sank to my stomach right now. That sucks.
How can someone be so cruel? I feel so bad for this guy.
Damn.
I went to bed pretty hurt by it. And come morning, I didn't bother to wake her up when her alarm started to go. She usually only gets up when someone physically shakes her, but I let her turn off her alarm.
What the fuck? She requires physically being shook to...
Some people are really, No,
but like, for him to do that every morning?
Every morning,
like,
right?
Oh, fuck.
But I let her turn off her alarm and she slipped back into sleep and turned around and I went back to sleep too. When she woke up, she was yelling at me saying I'm an asshole and I've cost her exam and I'm a piece of shit for what I did. And then we can discuss, but he also has an update. So do you want to hear the update first, or you want to
discuss first?
Discuss.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
You
Yeah.
are not the asshole. Good
Fuck
for you.
that bitch. You are
No.
not the asshole.
But if you are still with her, you're stupid.
Yes.
You are not the asshole, but you're a dummy if you end up staying with her.
wow, she is
Yeah.
so mean. How can you say
So
that about
mean.
someone?
He must have been in love.
Oh, poor baby.
Damn.
Poor baby.
I wonder how long they've been together. Like, how long has this been going on? Where and then she's talking to her friends is what he overheard.
Yeah.
Damn, so the friends also see him like,
Yep.
oh, damn, that sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad you let her sleep. Good for you.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Okay. I need the update because they better not be together.
Top comments are basically, not the asshole. Your girlfriend sounds incredibly abusive. You
Yeah.
shouldn't have to put up with that. Don't wait for any more red flags. Get out of this now. You
Fuck
deserve
yeah.
better.
Mhm.
So, update. He said, sorry for not responding sooner. I wrote this up on my break at work and now I have to get back to work. Can't have my phone. I wasn't expecting this many replies so fast. Update. I think we're breaking up. I told her this morning after she called me a bitch for being upset for not waking her up. And she was being a bitch. But she says she's not done with me.
What?
I'm just trying to get through
I
this.
don't want to be done either.
I'm just trying to get through today's shift and then deal with this stuff later. I'll try and get back as soon as I can. We've been together a year. And it was my first real relationship.
Oh, damn, girl, you done ruined a good one.
Right?
Damn it. That sucks.
He's so nice.
We've been looking for the nice ones.
Right? It's my first real relationship, but I'm tired of her not acknowledging how shitty she made me feel and still calling me a bitch. This word is really making me feel like shit and very small.
Dang,
Aw.
love, break up with her. You do not deserve this. She is going to keep playing on your insecurities.
She's feeding off of it.
I
That is
just
so mean.
I just hope that you don't change who you are because of her.
I
Like,
know.
forget what everybody says about the nice guys finish last. No, you just found the wrong girl. This is not your girl. There's going to be somebody that is going to appreciate you, that is going to love all those things about you, and that you are going to make very happy. And they're
That
going to make
won't
you.
call you her butler.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. No.
That's uncalled for.
This is, man,
There
you are
are-
so much better than her.
There are just things, words, things that you do, things that you say that you never, ever, ever, ever say in a relationship. You never cross that line.
Yeah.
No matter how angry you are, whenever I argue or whenever I'm upset, I don't call someone that. I never cuss at them. I don't even say, yo, fuck this shit and fuck that. Like, I never say that. I sure as hell don't call anyone a bitch. Like, that
Yeah.
is just rude. Like, that's cruel. Because I feel like, I'm sure we all agree, in a relationship, you should always choose kindness even when you're angry. You still have to be kind to each other. You don't just straight up just be like, hey, fuck you, you stupid bitch, or this guy's a bitch, or whatever. You never call someone that.
Yeah.
That's just a lack of respect.
Yeah.
And you should never be with someone like that. The poor guy, it's his first relationship.
I know.
How old is he?
Um,
Sounds really young.
I mean, they're in like
say.
probably in their
That
early
sucks.
20s.
Yeah.
Probably.
Early 20s. But yeah, first off, I'm glad you didn't wake her up because she needed a taste of her own medicine.
Yeah.
But if you stay, you are subjecting yourself to just be treated like shit.
For sure.
You're
And then
doing it to yourself.
The fact that he says, I think we're breaking up, it's like, oh, poor baby. Just
Yeah,
break
you
up
need
with her.
out.
Yeah, that's so shitty.
I'm
I
trying to
wonder,
find
like,
his profile.
I wonder if this is like how she is in all her relationships too.
Right.
Probably. Well, that's probably the types of guys she goes for.
Yeah.
You know, she loves being catered. You can like being catered to, but still respect that person.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's a relationship to where somebody is very loving and giving and somebody likes to receive. But you
Yeah.
don't turn around and call them your
Yeah.
butler, your bitch.
Abusive
And
about
all
it.
her friends agreeing with it?
Well, first off,
Jesus.
she's
Ooh.
trash, so are her friends.
Yeah.
But all her friends probably would date you in a heartbeat, just to let you know.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
All her
Yeah.
friends would die to have you.
Absolutely.
That's really shitty. Poor baby. I feel the heartbreak through the
Yeah.
words, like how
Yeah.
he writes it, like how he's just like, oh, you know, it makes
Send
me
us
feel
your
really bad.
send us your profile. We'll find you someone better.
I'll send you a
Yeah.
titty picture or something that will make you feel better. Like, you earned that one. You know what?
Aw.
We'll all send you titty pictures.
You get one
get
areola
that.
each.
Yeah, you get that.
We'll show you a little kitty nipple too if you like
Yeah.
that. Depends what you're into.
It's so funny.
But yeah.
I know, poor guy.
Leave her.
Leave her. I hope
Leave
he leaves
her.
her. I can't find his profile to see if there's any updates.
I
I
wanna
guess
know
he
what
deleted
happened.
his profile, but I really hope he left her. And you guys should never, ever be with anyone like that.
Yeah.
No matter how nice they are to you, or they buy you nice things, or they do things for you, if they're talking about you like that
Yeah.
to anyone or to you or whatever, that is not okay. Ever. Ever, ever, ever.
You don't deserve that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, everyone deserves respect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's squeeze in one last one.
Okay.
Am I the asshole if I stop paying my daughter's tuition after a disgusting comment she made towards my girlfriend?
Get him, daddy.
Okay. He is, so the person speaking, he is a 56-year-old male.
Okay.
He said, my wife died at the young age of 51 from a car accident. I was in deep mourning for about a year after her death. I met my new girlfriend, 43-year-old female, around January. We'll call her C. C was the one who made me laugh for the first time after my wife died. She's smart as hell, 3 Ivy League degrees.
Wow.
He has a dark sense of humor that I love, a terrific cook, and overall an amazing woman who I can imagine spending the rest of my life with. She's also on the heavier side, a fact that becomes relevant later. Oh boy.
Oh God.
I have 2 children, 25-year-old male, we'll call him E, and a 19-year-old daughter, we'll call her A. So 25-year-old son, E, daughter, A, 19. They were well aware that I had gotten a new girlfriend before I first introduced them to C this summer. She got along immediately with my son, E, but my daughter, A, was very, very standoffish. After the initial meeting, I asked A if there was something wrong, but she denied it. C made a few more attempts to get to know A, but they were all rudely rejected. My son and daughter, E and A, both came home for Thanksgiving dinner. I asked Abe to please be polite during the meal since she's always been rude in her interactions with my girlfriend, even though my girlfriend has been nothing but gracious in return. The dinner was going well as it could have been for the first 10 minutes, although I noticed Abe glaring at my girlfriend the whole entire time. When my girlfriend went to grab her third helping of mashed potatoes, my daughter said, "Don't you think you've eaten enough, you fat pig?"
Whoa.
Oh my God.
I know, baby. The
I know.
baby's
Even
crying.
Luca's like, what?
My girlfriend started sobbing immediately and ran off into the bedroom.
Oh, that's so sad.
I felt my face turn red and told my daughter to get out. About half an hour after my daughter left, I texted her stating that I would no longer pay her tuition unless 1, she apologizes to my girlfriend, and 2, my girlfriend accepts her apology. She must have assumed that I was bluffing because she's instead doubled down on her behavior during Thanksgiving dinner.
What is her reasoning? Like,
you
how
know
does she
why.
justify that?
You know why.
New mom,
Yeah,
girlfriend.
you know. I mean, we know why. We're not
No,
validating.
I know, like I know the subconscious reasons. What is her conscious reason? Like, what is she even saying? Like, why?
I then logged into her university's tuition payment website, canceled next semester's tuition, and sent my daughter the screenshots. She called me crying and begging me to reconsider, but I told her my mind was made up. Am I the asshole?
No.
She's old enough to make her own tuition.
The fact that you gave her an ultimatum.
Yeah.
All you had to do was apologize.
Yeah.
Get your priorities straight.
Yeah.
You want to go and you want to be an asshole. You think you're big and bad and you want to talk this smack. Then guess what? You're an adult now.
You have to learn that lesson. It's a hard lesson that you're going to have to learn, and you put it on yourself.
Yeah.
You can't be a dick like that, especially when you're depending on someone.
Yeah.
Don't bite the hand that feeds
No.
you.
Yeah.
Especially when the woman hasn't done anything wrong.
My dad's favorite
Right.
saying is, you're only a man until you can pay your own bills. You are not grown until you can pay your own bills. So guess what? You always have someone to answer to. All she had to do was apologize. The girlfriend would have accepted it because she wants you to like her.
Yeah, exactly.
She's going to. But then doubling down, shout out to the dad and to the parents out there not letting their kids just run all over them.
Yeah.
Like, you got to teach them some damn respect, because this is the lesson that's going to like make her a better person.
Yeah.
If he would have like not canceled the tuition, she's going to run around and make somebody's life a living hell.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's fucking horrible. I can't believe like she had the balls to even
Say
be
that.
that disrespectful
Yeah.
to someone who's been nothing but nice and gracious, trying to get in good with her. Like, okay, yeah, you can be hurt that your mom is gone. You can be hurt that your dad's moving on. There's no reason to be cruel.
Yeah.
Like, that's so fucked up.
Even I got over the whole like, oh, my parents are divorced and they're not in love with more. My dad has a new girlfriend. I got over that when I was like 11. This girl's 19 and in college. You have to understand that his new girlfriend is taking good care of him, making him happy, because you're off to college and your brother, like, you guys can't be there for him.
Yeah, she's old enough to understand that for sure.
And you're like, she hasn't done, like, the woman hasn't done anything wrong, so she's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Damn.
Everybody, grieves differently. But girl, you had your chance. You could have just said freaking sorry. You don't have to like the woman.
And
Look,
now you're in debt. Now you have college debt, you idiot. You see? Now you got to pay interest.
right?
Now you gotta get a job.
Look, all you had to do was say sorry.
Yeah. You dum-dum.
The fact that she couldn't do it, but then went in more, you tested your dad.
Yep.
And he showed you who was in charge.
She fucked around and found out. Now she's crying.
Now you eating top ramen and going on YouTube trying to figure out 62 different ways to make with one packet. Because you're poor now.
Then you're going to get scurvy, because that's what happens when you eat too much ramen.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Wait, what? What are
I
the
read about
symptoms?
You read about it on what? Reddit?
I read about
What's scurvy? Because I literally survived off of that throughout my whole childhood.
We're all over here looking at marks and we're like, that explains a lot.
It's a disease caused by the deficiency of vitamin C, characterized by swollen, bleeding gums, and the
Yikes.
and the opening of previously healed wounds.
You know why I didn't get scurvy? Because I fucking love limes and lemons.
There you go.
I was gonna say all the vitamin C.
Yep.
Compensate. You just squeeze
That's
a
it.
whole bunch of lime juice inside of your ramen so you don't get scurvy.
That's the only way I would eat it.
College hack.
You put it in your ramen. That's awesome.
I didn't know that you could have ramen different ways. I grew up only eating it with lime and tapatio. That's the only way I ever ate it my whole life.
Crispy noodles. You can make crispy noodles out of your ramen. Oh, girl, I got all the recipes for you.
Nice.
So, are we agreeing he's not the asshole?
No.
Top comment is everyone sucks here.
Yeah.
No.
Weird.
No, for sure the daughter is a major asshole. I don't think the girlfriend is. How the fuck is she an asshole?
Wait, they said everyone's an asshole here?
Everyone sucks here. Something more is undoubtedly going on between your girlfriend and your daughter. You need to find out why your daughter has such a strong dislike of her and reacts so strongly. Your daughter is still deep in mourning for her mother. Okay, we know that. You've managed to put your grief behind you, but the process is much slower for some people. Seeing your girlfriend in her mother's place at Thanksgiving was probably very hard for your daughter. That doesn't excuse her rudeness, but it might explain it. Secondly, you've made your daughter's tuition dependent on your girlfriend accepting her apology. As the fees are something between you and your daughter, that's not appropriate, especially as the girlfriend seems to be the issue here.
What? No, your daughter's being a damn brat. Your daughter's being a little asshole, and what you did was finally put her in her place. You disciplined your daughter. All you have to do is apologize. If you don't want to apologize, then go and be an adult elsewhere. It's that simple. When a bank tells you, "Oh, if you want this money, all you got to do is this," you're not going to tell the bank no, right? You're going to do what you got to do to get that money.
I really wondered too. I wonder how long after the mother passed did he start dating this woman?
He said a year.
Did he say a year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look,
and I wonder how long he's been dating this new woman.
See, she can be mad all she wants. No one's taking that away. But girl, if you want your tuition paid, you play your freaking part.
I could see what this commenter is saying though, because they're saying like the punishment doesn't fit the crime.
If it's his money, yes, it does. It's his money. It's his rules.
Yeah, I agree too. I agree. But I can see kind of like what they're trying to get at, where it's like now you're bringing your girlfriend's feelings into your financial situation, that agreement that you have with your daughter, with her education. I get where they're going, but I still agree. It's like you got to teach your daughter a lesson somehow. And if this is a way that is going to make her listen and make her learn, then that's just the route that you have to take. I mean, fuck, like what else do you do as a parent? If she's not living under his roof, but he is providing her roof by paying her tuition, like I'm not like, this is a muscle that I'm trying to exercise better with my own kids, where it's like, how do you match like what, like the punishment to the crime kind of thing? Because like, for example, when Isaac is being disrespectful, it depends on what he says or what he's doing. But usually my go-to is like, okay, well, you have been disrespectful. Now you no longer get to have a privilege, and a privilege is your phone. I pay for your phone. Now give me your phone, because now you're no longer going to have this privilege, because now you're taking advantage of a situation. You're being disrespectful, and there's no reason for you to continue to get praised or rewarded with this privilege when you're being disrespectful. That's kind of how my thought process is. But I know that there's probably other ways, like other things I could do to better educate him, which is something I'm trying to, like I said, I'm exercising this muscle, because I can't quickly think of like if he talks back to me, like what is an appropriate response to that other than removing the phone, because the phone has nothing to do with that moment that he talked back to me. So I understand where this commenter is coming from.
Yeah. But
one of the top comments says, the punishment just doesn't seem to fit the crime. Oh, you called my new girlfriend a fat pig, so I'm going to completely fuck over your entire planned future? I don't see how you could think that this will lessen the resentment towards a new girlfriend either. Now she's in a position where she won't be able to get a job and save enough to make it through school, thus condemning her to either drop out or take massive loans. Both options seriously negatively impact her future and likely would prevent her from maturing beyond the person she is now.
As somebody that was reliant on other people for a lot of my upbringing, you follow the fucking rules. I do not care. If somebody is giving you money and you have rules that you have to abide by in order to get this money, you are going to follow the rules to get the money. As somebody who needed it, you know your place, know when to speak and know when not to. You do that so you can get in a position to not ever have to do that again. You are subservient to your father and his money. Yeah. It's his rules.
You were taught that lesson growing up. Clearly she wasn't.
Yeah.
And now she's getting that lesson. And other people would argue, well, it's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Her whole life she didn't get this lesson, but now she has to get it where it's going to affect her whole future.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I can hear that side, but I'm happy I learned that lesson early. Yeah. Because let me tell you, if I'm giving you money and you go and disrespect, I don't care if it matches or not. It's my money. I can go and put my money elsewhere. I got you to the place to where you are an adult. You are 19 years old. All you had to do was say sorry.
Yeah.
Because in life, you're going to have to do things you don't want to do a lot. A lot.
I feel both sides, man. I really do. Because I can see her sides. Like, she can grow to resent him and be like, he put
his girlfriend
that before me.
Yeah.
And now look at my life and whatever.
Right.
All because I called her a fat bitch.
I mean, but
get the fuck over it. You're an adult. I called you a fat bitch. Get over it.
But couldn't she go and take that moment and realize, but also I screwed myself over because I called her a fat bitch. All I had to do was say sorry.
A 19-year-old ego is not going to be that
She's
reflective.
not going to figure that out.
Yeah. So it's like, so how does she learn? Because if she's doing this now, she's going to do it in the future. Yeah. This sounds like the type of girl that's going to just feel entitled to everything. And will probably be in and out of jobs regardless because she feels entitled.
Yeah, that anger and entitlement and resentment is just going to grow with how she's already handling it. So, yeah, like there must be, I don't know what the way is, but there must be a better way for this dad to handle it.
You know, maybe there's an opportunity here that she now can respect the fact that he will follow through with his word. That you can go ahead and have a conversation with her to where it's like, look, now we have to establish some rules. Take the girlfriend out of the situation, lay out some ground rules and say she has to abide by them and then she can get the money. I think that there is still a way they can salvage this to where he to where she respects her father, remove the girlfriend. He can still help her, but there has to be some damn ground rules.
They need to discuss this.
They do.
Apologize and get that money.
Just apologize. Say, look, it's all right. We say sorry all the time, and I don't mean it. I learned how to. I'm so sorry. I won't do it again. See how easy that was.
All right, I think that's the end of this episode. That was fun.
Yeah,
I like this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do more of these. Thank you guys for watching. Leave your opinions below on each story because I want to hear. We want to hear your opinion on this because these were interesting.
Yeah.
Man, I love poking my nose into other people's business.
Because there's still so many different perspectives from all of them.
And nothing happens to me. That's so awesome. I love it.
I can't remove myself like that. Huh? I end up like putting myself in each situation where I'm like, I know I've been an asshole like that. I know I've been in that situation. Like, so I'm like,
we're out here judging people with no consequences. I love it. No consequences. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys check out our sponsors. Follow us below. And of course, follow our beautiful guest here, Nikki Blades. And we will see you guys next week. We love you. Bye.
Check out our stuff in the description. Love you. Bye.